Premier League this weekend starts Saturday, ends on Monday night, Man United against Arsenal. We're going to have a look at 5 of those fixtures with Craig Burley, who's made his picks. You're going for Liverpool at Sheffield United. I'm sure a lot of us...
I actually gave exact scorelines. I'm disappointed.
Well, okay, give us your exact...
No, not now. The boys.
Oh, you and a half. Is that it? Well, a lot of people thought Everton would beat Sheffield United.
Right. I've gone for a Liverpool win, and I've gone for a Liverpool win. I think by 2-0.
Okay.
Away from home. I think the juggernaut will just be a bit strong for Sheffield United. It's another big test for them, who were down in the match at Chelsea a few weeks ago and came back to get a point. That this team under Chris Wilder are no mugs.
They're good value, aren't they?
They beat Everton recently. They're good value. They've come up. They're still trying to play the same way as they were in the Championship. They went to Everton the other week and they won, piling more pressure on Marco Silva. But I would be surprised if this is the first hurdle that Liverpool were going to fall at this season.
What do you like between Chelsea and Brighton?
I like a Chelsea win. I don't think they'll keep a clean sheet because they've not been able to keep a clean sheet.
No.
So I think there'll be a goal there for Brighton.
However, with N'Golo Kanté now back, that might shore up the defence a little bit better.
Yeah, possibly. Brighton, I think ultimately will be a tough season. I've gone for a 3-1 win for Chelsea here because Chelsea are creating chances. They've got some bright young players with the experienced ones. There's a bit of a high at Chelsea at the moment with the crowd because they're seeing a lot of younger guys. Not necessarily because they're going to win any trophies, but they're seeing some exciting football and some young boys getting their chance. They create a lot of chances. They did that against Liverpool. I'm going to go for at least 3 goals for Chelsea at home and a comfortable win for them. Tell
you what, the young Scot in midfield, in midweek, Billy Gilmore, reminded me of a young Craig Burley.
Did he? No, he played well. But for one so young to go into the middle of the park and play like that, it was a great opportunity for him. And that's why we led the path for these youngsters many years ago. Right, get to.
Just hope he's not as grumpy. Spurs, Southampton. Your prediction might have been different if it had been away from home for Spurs, because there's a dichotomy of kind of form between home and away for them in the Premier League.
Yeah, and they've had some tough ones at home. You know, they struggled against Newcastle there with something like 80% possession. They were behind against Aston Villa in match day 1 till Eriksen came on. So it's not all been plain sailing in this fantastic stadium that they've got. But I do think they're going to get back on the horse and get riding again, get the 3 points, take a little bit of pressure off Pochettino. So I've gone for a 2-0 win for Tottenham.
Okay. Now, when Man City went to Norwich in, I think it was their last away game that they played in the Premier League, everyone pretty much thought, how many? But we were all wrong. Now they go to Everton, who on their day can be really good, but they're a weird team right now to predict. City don't slip up, do they? Like Goodison?
No, and I think, sometimes it's not great to get a defeat, but sometimes it's obviously if Liverpool go all the way and win all the games, they win the league. Unlikely. Probably impossible, but, from City's perspective, sometimes that joke's a good thing.
Ask Watford.
Well, ask Donetsk. They went to Donetsk 4 days later with Otamendi and Fernandinho and smashed them 3-0. Then they go to a hapless Watford team at home, and I mean hapless, 5-0 up after 18 minutes and smashed them. Marco Silva, the Everton manager, is hanging by a thread. Since the new ownership came in there, or the investment came in there a few years ago, Everton have spent millions, but still look a really poor side. Marcos, I'm going to go for a 4-0 away win for Man City, and we could see some big problems for Marco Silva next week.
Now, you'll be able to keep this one brief because there is another segment we're going to do on ESPN FC that is a full preview of Man United against Arsenal. But what's your score prediction for this?
What if I do a kind of semi-long one here and then we can go?
And they can just use that instead?
Yeah, they can stitch that up. No, okay.
No, what score you got for Monday Night Football?
I have gone, I just think, I don't like Arsenal away from home, but I'm not particularly enthused by Man United at home or away. They've got a lot of injuries. The one thing we know about Arsenal, they are shoddy at the back.
But they can score.
But they are a big threat on the front foot. Now, they've no Lacazette, he's still injured for another 3 or 4 weeks. But Aubameyang's going to have another good season, in my opinion. They've got some good youngsters, and Pepe got his first league goal, I think it was last week. Add that to the problems and the negativity at Man United, and the injuries, and the fact that they just spluttered to a penalty win against Rochdale in the Carabao Cup. I'm going to go for Arsenal to go away and win by 2-1 because I think they're a bigger threat going forward than Man United, even though the game's away from home, which is generally where Arsenal have struggled of late.
I just want to end. You hold these glasses. Do you even need them? Is this to make you look smart, or what's with the glasses? Yes, Craig.
If you think I need glasses to look smart, you're in the wrong job. They're to hit somebody
that's cheeky.
That's cheeky, and you.
Time to go.
Cheap.
Yes. Bye.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.